guys, it's Hailey and welcome back to my crochet corner. And on Instagram I asked you guys what kind of videos you guys want to see from now on, and you guys told me that you guys want me to bring back my pattern videos. So here I am today with a pattern video. Today I'm going to be sharing 12 free crochet patterns with you guys, and when I say free, they're completely free on Instagram. So all of these are going to be usernames that you can find on Instagram, and you'll be able to find their free patterns on their pages. I'll also be sure to link them down below to make it easier, because it is a little bit harder to find patterns on Instagram but just by searching. So I'll be sure to also link them down below so that you guys can find them very easily. So on my phone here, I have a list of 12 patterns, and I don't like to share patterns that I've never made before, so I don't know how the pattern works up. If the pattern has, like, you know, because on Instagram sometimes patterns do have like little mistakes here and there, so I don't like to share patterns that I personally have never tried. So all of these patterns are patterns that I've tried, that I like, and that I've made multiple times because I really do like these patterns, and I try to get a little bit of everything. So I will definitely do more parts to this series because Instagram has so many free patterns, You just have to dig for them. You really just have to dig for them. But I have a list of 12 here on my phone, so let's get started. The first pattern on my list is a bunny pattern by Crochets by Abby, and I made a ton of these bunnies for like spring/Easter. They were the cutest things ever. They were about like, I made them out of Bernette blanket, and they were maybe about like yay big, and they were the cutest things ever. I did them in like all sorts of like whites and creams, and they were so cute. They sold for me very well. I think I sold them for 22. I think I sold them for 22, and they were just perfect. They were cute. They are a smaller size bunny that work up pretty fast, so I think it's honestly pretty good timing for an actual bunny. It is a lot of sewing though. You have to make the two legs, and then that you crochet that up to the body, but then you have to make the head separate, the ears, and then the arms, then you have to sew everything together. I've been really enjoying sewing lately, so this pattern, I've loved it. I have no problems with it. It is so cute. I've never made it with the dress though. As you guys see like in the picture, there is a dress on the bunny. I've never made the dress. I've just made the bunny on itself, and I think it's literally the cutest thing ever, and everybody seems to love them, so I keep on making them. I've made this pattern maybe about like 5 or 6 times. It's the cutest little bunny ever. Next is another super cute plushie. I got so many questions of who this pattern was by. It's by Perfect.Crochet, and it's for a heart jelly cat. I made so many of these during Valentine's, and I made them in regular sweet snuggles. I made them in like the hot pink, the pink, the red. They were the cutest thing ever, and I was like, oh my god, I have to make this. This creator, they also have a cloud jelly cat. I've never made that one, but they do have a cloud, but the heart was the cutest thing ever. The cutest thing ever, and I made it in jumbo yarn. It was just so perfect. I loved it. I think like it probably took maybe like about an hour. It definitely wasn't the fastest thing, but it definitely wasn't the longest thing ever. I would say it probably takes like about an hour to make, and if you make it in the Sweet Snuggles yarn, it definitely does eat up a lot of yarn as well. But I think it was just such a cute. I also made one of these for my friend, and I sent it over to her for her birthday, and she loved it. She literally sends me pictures every week of the heart jelly cat sitting on her bed. It's like the cutest thing ever. Next is one of my market prep staples, and it is the pocket frog from Lacrome. This pocket frog, I kid you not, it takes 10 minutes to make. It is the fastest thing to make ever. It also sells really good at markets. I price them at $5, and I make them in Bernette blanket, and they're just the most perfect market make. They're so quick. They're so good to market prep. I love to make them in the green Bernette blanket from Bernette baby blanket. The color is literally just called green. I love making them in that yarn. It's the perfect yarn for a frog, and it literally only takes 10 at max. Maybe if you're crocheting a little bit slower, 12 minutes. But it's such a fast make, and lately I've been making them in regular Sweet Snuggles for a jumbo size. So the Bernette ones are probably like about like that big, and then if you make them in like the jumbo yarn, they're like about like that big, and they're just so cute. They're like little derpy little pocket frogs. They're literally amazing. Next we have the one and only, I love All From Jade. She has so many free patterns, and there's just so many good staples for market prep as well. The 4 that I have written down that I love and I make these are the octopus, whale, jellyfish, and shark. She has so many other like sea creature ones that I haven't tried, but she has so many good free patterns on her Instagram. Like, you guys need to go to her Instagram and check her out because she has so many good free patterns. I love making the octopus. I love making the whale. I've made the jellyfish and the shark a couple of times. I noticed that those ones don't do as good, but definitely her whale and the octopus, I make those on repeat. Those are amazing to market prep. All of her like free patterns on Instagram, they all take less than like 15 minutes or less. They're really quick makes. That's why I say they're really good for market prepping. If you need some quick and easy, you don't know what to market prep, last minute market prep makes, I'm telling you, go to All From Jade. Go to her Instagram. She has so many more. I think she has a squid, a fish. She has 2 different like octopi. She has so many good free patterns. Definitely check out All From Jade on Instagram. Will not disappoint on the free patterns. The next pattern I'm going to share with you is a Brontosaurus. It's from Hailey Crochet. I made 2 of these, and at first, when this was the first crochet pattern that I tried when I first started and I failed at. And I kept trying to do this pattern and I kept failing. Like, this was the one pattern that had me stumped. I could not figure out how to like connect the legs or do the legs. I don't know what it was, but I finally went back maybe like 2 or 3 months ago and I gave this pattern another try and I finally got it down. I definitely think when it comes to plushies that have 4 legs, I feel like everybody connects the legs differently, and as beginner mind, I could not figure out how the heck she was connecting the legs on this Brontosaurus. So I did struggle for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, if you're not really familiar with connecting 4 legs, you might struggle a little bit, because I know I did, but I was finally able to get it down a couple months ago, and this pattern is actually so cute. I made 2 of these and they sold so fast at my market. They definitely also did take me a little bit longer just because I normally don't make things that work up in the shape of like a Brontosaurus. So it was definitely new. It was new territory, but overall I think they're so cute. They work up so good. I make them out of brunette blanket, and I just thought it was like perfect cute little dinosaur to add to all the other dinosaurs I made. And I think that was also my first time making a Brontosaurus is when I made this pattern, and I thought it was perfect. It was so cute to add on with all the other dinos, because I also do like T-Rex and Triceratops, so like adding on the Brontosaurus, it was perfect. It like made the dinosaur collection like complete. I'm gonna hit you guys with another one of my market staples. This is like one of my market bestsellers. This is like probably like my top bestseller at markets, and it is the little mini tiny little cat pattern from my_universe 64. This is my cat pattern. I get so many questions about this little cat pattern. This cat pattern is also super quick, 15 minutes. It's so fast. I like to use small like little glitter eyes that I buy off of Amazon, and then I also like to give them like the little plastic noses, and then I embroider whiskers onto them. They're so cute. They're so cute. They're so perfect. They're so little. Once again, I like to make these in brunette just because they come out to like the perfect like little hand size, and it's just the perfect little cat. And at markets, I feel like in general people love cats, and if they're a cat lover and they see something that's a cat, they're probably gonna get it. And then for these cats, I also like to make them in just like the neutral cat colors, to obviously if somebody's walking by and they see one that's like similar to their cat, they're more likely to get it, because also this is a cheaper item. I price this item normally at $8, and because it's a cat, it's only $8. If it looks like their cat, they're definitely gonna get it. Every time I post these online, they're gone so fast. I never really post these ones online because I mainly keep them for my market stock, but recently I'm done doing markets for now, and I posted the last 3 I had on TikTok shop, and they left. They were gone so fast. Everybody loves this pattern. Everybody loves cats. If you need a quick, super quick and fast little cat pattern, definitely check out the cat pattern from my_universe 64. There's an underscore in there. my_universe 64. Also, this creator also has a bunch of free patterns too. I like totally forgot to mention that, but this creator has a bunch of free patterns. So if you're looking for even more free patterns, definitely check them out. I've also done like her capybara, her axolotl. She has a bunch. I think she has like dinosaurs and stuff. She has a bunch of cute like little little things, like maybe like about that big, like things that fit in like the hand, palm sized. She has a bunch of free patterns too, so I would definitely recommend you guys go check out her Instagram page as well. The next pattern to share with you guys is for Totoro. I personally have never watched, I think it's, what's it called? My Neighbor Totoro or something like that. I've never seen it, but people love this character, and I've made larger versions and I brought them to my markets and they sell really fast. So I was like, but they take a while. So I found this smaller version on Instagram, but instead of making him blue, I don't know what the name of the blue one is, if that's like who that character is, I don't know, but I just make it in gray and I make it look like Totoro because it's same shape, just change the color. But I found this one because I used to use like a larger pattern that would take a long time, but I found this one and it's also free and it worked up so fast. I made it in Sweet Snuggles Light and it was probably like, but like that big, and he was so cute. He was so cute. He also sold really fast at my market. I was like trying to think, I think he was the first thing that sold at the market that I brought him to. He was the first thing gone. People love Totoro. If you guys are looking for a mindless project, I have this pattern from Mom Stitchetti for her snake pattern. Snakes are such a mindless project. They're honestly such a good project to go live to do, because once you do the head and you just work in the body, it's the same thing just over and over and over and over and over again. If you're looking for a mindless mindless project, definitely check out the snake. And I also think it's so cool, like giving them also the glitter eyes. They just make them so perfect. And honestly, people do like snakes. Like, I don't know what it is. Personally, me, ooh, snakes are But the crochet snakes, they're cute. They're really cute. And if you're looking just for, they're not quick. At least an hour, depending how long you want it to be. I feel like at least like working on it for maybe like an hour gets you like a good length with the snakes. But definitely not like a super quick project, but it's definitely a really good mindless project. So definitely check out the snake pattern from Mom Stitchetti. And the very last pattern I have to share with you is from, let me get this right, Cora._.crochet, and it is this jellyfish pattern. This jellyfish pattern, I love it. I love it. I love to make it in regular Sweet Snuggles, and then I also like to make it in brunette, but when I make it in brunette, I like to make it like smaller, so I take out one of the increase rounds to make him just a little bit smaller. But this jellyfish pattern, I love it. And now that it's summer, I just made 2 jumbo versions. I made a blue one and a purple one. They're honestly pretty quick. You can pull this off in maybe like 45 minutes. They're really fast. I also love making like the tentacles, like the little spirals. It's just so fun. It's so cute. I really love this pattern. Quick make. This is honestly one of my favorite free patterns. Like, honestly, it's so cute. Summer's coming up. You should definitely add this to your crochet makes to make. You should definitely add this pattern on there because I love it. I highly recommend. One of my favorite patterns. Well, there you guys go. That is 12 free patterns that you guys need to try. I highly recommend trying every single one. A lot of the ones I mentioned are pretty quick makes, really good market prep staples to make as well. And I also had a couple little fun little cutesy projects in there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already, and comment down below what other type of like pattern videos you guys want to see so I can make sure I film those for you. But I do really love making pattern videos and I haven't made one in a really long time, so I was like, you know what, you guys requested, so I'm gonna give you guys what you guys are looking for. But with that being said, I hope you guys try all 12 of these patterns. Once again, they'll be linked down below, so make sure to follow these creators, give them a follow if you guys like their stuff. And honestly, if you guys make any of them, let me know also, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. So bye guys.